bit of a mystery what the CFMU did.
Au début, c'était un petit peu pas facile à appréhender.
I remember 20 years ago what was then. We didn't have anything.
It was a sort of revolution for us. It was really the period in which the delays in Europe were very tough, high, and it was difficult to manage.
It was the construction of Europe, and it was an extraordinary adventure.
It was an achievement. It was a good achievement, yeah. We had very good people, and it had to be a success. It was a huge project in terms of technology. One of the challenges is also that however good you prepare your project, and we had a really good, excellent preparation by that team, a project is a living thing, and that you have to adapt, and you have to be honest. I think that is also very important. You always to be honest with all your partners.
As an airline, everybody had some great hope in terms of addressing the congestion of the airspace that we had at that time beyond the national boundaries.
Et effectivement, la coordination européenne, c'était vraiment quelque chose qui était nécessaire.
I remember in the late 90s walking into a room every Monday morning and having the delay statistics. It'd be 267,000 minutes worth of delay in the UK alone.
Of course, the CFMU evolved quite a lot. The operations came into play. The collaboration with the different stakeholders progressively as well increased, up to the point where the mandate of the network manager was given to EUROCONTROL and building upon the strong assets that had been created by the CFMU.
When I see the enormous task that they had to develop a brand new system from a white sheet of paper, I also see how far we have moved since that time. Today, we don't just do flow management, we do flight plan processing, we have airspace design, airface management, capacity management, airports, crisis management. CFMU has been the nucleus for us to evolve and to provide a much bigger contribution to the European system.
It's that secret function in Europe that just joins the dots where the dots need joining. In simple language, the network manager, CFMU before, has helped us a lot.
Having a decentralized unit taking care of the flows for all of us, all the European air traffic controllers and units, was really a huge step forward for the benefit of European traffic flows.
In the last probably 5 years, I've seen some major changes in the way it's responding to user needs, for the positive.
Nowadays, without this big help of your ops room and all network, it will be impossible to manage all traffic that we have.
One day that sticks out for me more than any others, and that's the day in Zurich where we had a fault in our system, and we ended up having to clear the skies for the whole northern half of the Swiss FIR. The work that was done with the network manager on that day, which was quite a traumatic day in air traffic terms, resulted in a very, very small amount of delay around the network, such that, in fact, in some places people didn't even notice that we'd had to leave the building and then re-enter the building and start again.
Traffic will grow. Air traffic will grow. Whatever we do about it, actually there'll be more planes in the sky. Therefore, this network function across the whole of Europe is becoming more and more and more important.
I feel proud of what we have all done. It has been done in cooperation with the NSPs, with the airports and with the airspace users. So we have together built what we have.
Aviation is an international business. The international dimension is very important, and the CFMU, the network manager, has allowed to develop this international dimension in the European area. To understand this, it's sufficient to look at the recent events, for example, the crisis in Ukraine, in the Middle East, in Libya, to understand how useful it is to have a network manager in Europe.
I look forward for the next 20 years. As network manager in Europe, we have a task to improve the performance of the European system. Currently as leaders in ATFM, that we project this leadership across the world, We already recognized as leaders in this area, so we want to go into, project what we do and make sure that there is a network of networks of flow management in Europe, and us being the prime movers of this.